Hello, this is Knit and Crochet Together, and I have my two tube dresses for a child here. This one's 112 stitches around the upper chest, and this one's 100 stitches around the upper chest. And I've already binded off the one that's 112. I ended up going another inch to 25 inches long from the, let's see, where's my measurement check? From the band turned over so that it's 1.5 inches long. So I folded it over like this, and then I measured it 25 inches long. I binded off this one. I'm going to be putting the crocheted edge on both dresses. On this one, I'm almost to where I have to bind off and put the I've already binded off, but I'm going to do just a few more binds off until I get to the edge where the crochet hook will be attached. So I put a pin, here's the opening, I'm going to mark it so that I can go to that pin. There's the pin, and I'm going to go ahead and finish binding off the dress. I've already gone all the way around. Now if you want to see how I binded off this dress, go to video 10, child tube dress. But I'll be going ahead and binding off the rest of it with you. So I had one on my loop. All this is already binded off. It came off the needles. So I'm going to knit one. I have two on my loop, on my circular size 8 needles. Now I'm going to take the first one and bring it over the second one. Then knit another one, another stitch. So I have two on my needle again. Take the first one over the second one, knit another one, take the first one over the second one, knit another one, take the first one over the second one, knit another stitch, take the first one over the second one, knit another stitch, take the first stitch over the second one, knit another stitch. Got two on my needle, take the first stitch over the second stitch. In that manner I'm binding off the whole bottom of my 100 stitch child tube dress. So I knitted another one. I got two on my needle. I'm taking the first stitch over the second stitch. Knit another one, taking my first stitch over the second stitch. Knit another one, taking my first stitch over the second stitch. Knit another one, taking this first stitch over the second stitch until I get to my pin, which is the marker here, which coincides with the opening so that I know where my row ends. There's the opening where I first started my dress. I'm almost to the safety pin where I marked it. Got a few more stitches to go. I knitted another one. I have two on my hoop, on my needle. I'm going to take the first stitch over the second stitch. Like I said, on video 10 of this child tube dress, I have a whole video on how to bind off the dress because I've already binded off my other dress. So we're going to be trying these both on my 7-year-old model. And one of them, I believe, will be good for a 5 or 6-year-old, and one will be good for a 7 to 10-year-old, whatever size they are around there, right here. We'll be trying them on together to see how they fit, so you'll know how many stitches to make your child's tube dress. I took the needles all the way off, and now I've got one more loop. I'm hooking on my crochet hook. It's a size H. I'm going to make a little border around the bottom of the dress to match the top of the dress. Here it goes. I got my new thread which is Black Light, a luminaire on the Red Heart yarn. Okay, I'm going to cut this off. The shocking pink. I'm cutting it off. I don't need it anymore. Bye-bye. Take that out of there. Now, untangle it. I'm going to grab my shocking pink. I'm going to roll it up so that that thread doesn't get caught on my other new color, the Black Light. It's just already trying to get caught. Put to the side. Now, I cut it off like an inch long so that I can tie on my new color, which is the same color as the top of the dress. And I'm tying it on. I'm going to go around and tie it all the way to the base of both threads. Tie it again. Then I like to go around the string, tie it again, make sure it's nice and secure. Tie it really tight. Make sure it doesn't slide when you pull it. Okay, now we're ready to crochet. Crochet. I'm just going to single crochet, making sure my pieces of yarn that are sticking out on the inside of the dress. Single crochet around the bottom of the dress. This helps hold the dress down because knit tends to curl. See how it's curling? We don't want that. So I'm going to put a couple rows, like 4 or 5 rows of single crochet along the bottom of the dress. And this is single crochet. You just go into your stitch. I'm going to go through each V. There's like a little V at the end of my dress. Going through both sides of the V. And I'm pulling the thread through. And then I got 2 on my hook. And I'm going to grab the thread and pull it through both stitches. So I'm going to go through the next V on both sides. Grab the thread, pull it through. I have 2 on my hook. And grab the thread again and pull through 2. I'm going to do this around the whole entire bottom of the skirt. So here it goes. It's really pretty. Isn't that pretty? So we're going to keep going all the way around the skirt. And then when we get to the opening again where my pin is over here, I'm going to keep on going. So we're going to go around the whole entire bottom of this child tube dress about 5 times until it's the length of the top of the chest band folded over, which is about 1.5 inches. So you can measure that, make sure you have 1.5 inches. You can make it longer, it's up to you. You can make the dress longer, you can make the dress shorter. I just chose to make it 25 inches long. So both dresses are 25 inches long. So you can kind of compare what it looks like with 100 stitches and 112 stitches at the top when you first start. Both dresses are 25 inches long from this band folded over like this, 1.5 inches down to the edge of the skirt before I put on the double crochet. My hook fell. Hold on a second, I'm going to get it. Okay, so we don't need to do this together because you know what to do. We're going to go every stitch all the way around until we have this whole border around the bottom of the dress 1.5 inches long. When we get to the 1.5 inches long, I'll get back together with you and make another video. It's going to go 1.5 inches long this way to hold the dress down and make it not curl at the end, and to have a pretty design that matches the top of your dress. I'm going to do this on both dresses. I'm going to put that border 1.5 inches on the end of both dresses, and then we'll be back together on the next video where we'll be folding over the top of the band, sewing it down, and putting our elastic in. So we can try that. Both of these dresses on my model, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about. It's got to have a little give so it can go in and out with your elastic, so you can get it off and on, the person who's wearing it. And we'll be trying on both dresses so we can see which one fits the best at the top of the chest. And you can see that it'll probably fit a 5 or 6 years old, like I said, on the 100 stitches around, and probably fit a 7 to 8-year-old with 112 stitches around. And then we'll work on how to do the math together on how to fit your child. If you have a certain size you want me to help you figure out, comment below. The comment section is way below the other videos on here, the suggested videos, all the way past my screen here to the bottom, down. There'll be a comment section where you can comment me. And we'll get back together anyways when we're I'll show you how it turned out on the bottom with the 1.5 inches on both dresses, and then we'll get back together when we're putting on the elastic on the chest bands, both dresses. Thank you. This is Eve. My channel is Knit and Crochet Together. That's one word. If you want to look for it, it's knitandcrochettogether. And then stop right there and hit that enter button and put my name, EVE, and it should go straight to my videos. This should probably be about video 13 on this child tube dress. You can start from the beginning on video 1 and learn how to make the skirt with me. Thank you.